Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing this morning?
You may proceed.
Thank you. Judge, I appreciate your comment about participation in county government. One of the things I've been dismayed about is the lack thereof by the citizenry here in Hays County. Quite frankly, the pressing matters that come before this court that receive no public comment or very little is quite disturbing to me. And case in point, I'm here this morning to apprise the public of a court filing that happened in November following the November general election. I'm sure the members of this court are aware. On December the 6th, 2016, in the 22nd Judicial District Court, a judgment was rendered. It was an agreed judgment between the Meisenheimers and the Anthem Municipal Utility District. And the reason I bring this before the court today is that we can disagree with each other politically, we can take opposite sides of issues, but if we have no recourse at the ballot box, where do you expect us to go? And I will tell you, with no reservation, after seeing what I've seen in these filings, I have zero faith in the election system in this county. And I'll tell you why. In the findings of fact in this lawsuit, which, by the way, this lawsuit was filed to overturn an election, in the findings of fact, numbers 11 and 12, Judge Mills, who is a visiting judge, by the way, I believe he's from Blanco County. He lost a primary in 2014, but he retained his visiting judge status. He found that both contestants voted for each of the 5 director candidates listed on the ballot. He also found that both contestants voted in favor of all of the remaining propositions on the ballot. These propositions were totaling, I don't know, I totaled it up earlier, I think it was several $100 million in bonds. They were the only 2 qualified voters in the jurisdiction. They did not say that, oh, I might have checked against and it just, I don't know, I want to redo. That's not what they said. The findings of fact made by this district judge is that both of these people, in fact, voted in favor of these bonds. What's interesting about that is not only did the bonds fail, but they failed 1-0. That means that one of these people's votes was not counted. That also means that every single one of the votes that was counted in error. Now, I find it quite interesting that when the county bonds were being ramrodded in this county, boy, this county government was all about dissemination of information. Oh, y'all were propagandizing these bonds left and right, and it was all about getting information out to the public. Why haven't y'all discussed this? Why am I not seeing this in my Facebook feed every single moment of every day like I was those county bonds? I find this to be disturbing. And I'll tell you what, I'm a solutions guy, so I'm going to give you a solution to this problem. I think that until we can have a full, open, transparent, public, recorded audit by a third party of these voting machines, that we suspend the use of electronic voting machines in any elections held in Hays County. I live in HCISD's jurisdiction. We've got 200, well, it hasn't been voted on yet, but conceivably we will have $265 million worth of bonds going on my ballot in May. If I have no faith that my vote is being recorded or even counted, period, regardless of where it's being placed, are you not denying my constitutional rights? I feel that you are. And so my suggestion is that until we have what I just described to take care of this problem, that we not conduct any more elections by electronic means and they all be done by paper ballot. That way, if there's any question, somebody can file a lawsuit, there's a paper trail, we can go down and have an independent third party count the ballots, and everybody can walk away happy. I just, quite frankly, I've seen this county push the envelope in a lot of ways, and there is a trust deficit between a lot of us in this county. This right here goes so far beyond the pale, I can't even tell you. If we cannot get recourse at the ballot box, I'll leave it to your imaginations as to what follows that. Thank you very much. Oh, and by the way, I'd like to enter this into the record, if that's okay. I've got the judgment here. It's 6 pages. Would that be appropriate?
Sure, you may.
Thank you, sir.
You may.